I came to Amsterdam to study choreography at the School for New Dance Development. It's called SNDO, which happens here in this building. I studied dance and theater and music a lot when I was in Spain. But at some point I decided I wanted to dance or focus myself more on the dancing, but also on the creative part. So not only a trained dancer, but also as a maker. I'm a little bit ambitious and I always want to get to know something that I don't know. So I started with music and then playing flute and singing, and then from there I got to know the musicals. So I was playing musicals when I was a teenager, and if you see my work now, it's a little bit of that also. There's a lot of things from music and from theater and from dance coming together. My work is very multidisciplinary, and maybe it has to do with my past, my childhood, that I was a kid who was doing basketball and flute and singing and playing in the orchestra and going to musicals, and so now all this kind of reflects in my work. At some point I needed to make a choice and focus myself in something, and I think that happened when I came to Amsterdam, because before in Barcelona I was really busy with many things at the same time, but maybe I was not really going deeper in anything. And then I decided I had to focus in dance, because somehow dance could embrace all the things I had done before.
And I finally see with whom I want to be, and it's only with you. Everyone's gone, I will still go on thinking of you.
How I work is everything, I put a lot of elements together, so it's kind of making a puzzle between text and dance and music, and this kind of puzzle is being constructed all the time, back and forth. So there is nothing that comes first. When I work alone, I normally work a lot with the camera. So I think things, I try things out, and then at some point I perform for the camera in the studio. So then I watch myself later. Otherwise, it is very difficult for me to be director and performer at the same time. So thanks to the camera, you can see things that, because otherwise, just by feeling it, I think it's not enough. I did 3 solos in a row, and afterwards I got a bit tired, and that's why my last piece was 5 woman pieces where I was just directing. I was used to embody my own concepts. I was used to embody my ideas. So I don't have to say myself, okay, Pere, do it like that, because I think if you do it like that, it is better because the concept is about this. No, this I don't have to do. But with the dancers, I have to. I have to tell them why I have this idea and why I want them to do certain things. No, it's very exciting. It's very exciting because we can get into big fights, but artistic fights, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting, this dialogue. Humor is very personal, but at the same time, humor is very collective. So it creates a sense of group when you reach the right humor. I come from a background where people thought that contemporary dance, I do what I want and then audience understands it however they want. You know, they are free to understand whatever they want, and I do whatever they want. And I hated that. I thought it was a wrong way of understanding theater, because theater is a collective experience. I read a lot of books about striptease, and I watched a lot of movies about it, and I went to see a lot of striptease performances. So humor is an unifying element, and that's why I use it a lot in my performances. So after collecting all this material and all this information, I came up with the striptease you just saw. Contemporary dance allowed me to play with all the medias I had discovered so far. Like, I could put it in the theater and, you know, shake it and do a whole new cocktail.